basically, it's a hard-fought game, and against a very good opponent, I thought. And those are the type of games that you can't take a lot of credit for because they easily could go either way. One or two things changing and it goes the other way. I like the fact that the kids had enough resolve to hang in there through some pretty trying minutes and get the job done. We have a lot of respect for Long Beach Poly. And as everybody that's into high school basketball really does, and we hope when we grow up we'll be just like them.
Mike, you shot it pretty good. Normally teams don't shoot it good in this building. Why do you think that was?
I think you have to credit travel ball probably because we probably got a million kids that play so much basketball, and I think they play in arenas like that because our school sure doesn't look like that. And I think that most of the kids have that. That's one of the positives that comes from travel ball is that they play in these arenas and they get used to it.
Mike, can you talk about CJ's play down the stretch there?
Well, to begin with, CJ is a guy that sacrificed a whole lot for us. And the way he played tonight, I've seen that a lot of times. So that wasn't a big surprise to me. We were lacking in the rebound area. He was willing to come off the bench. Clearly, the way you saw him play tonight is how he plays often. So he settles for the same minutes as the starters. But he's kind of like our energizer guy when we bring him in the game. He's done that a bunch of times, and he did it at a great time tonight for us.
When did you start doing that?
Well, in our league, you could get away with 3 guards, but we felt like in the playoffs it kind of would hurt you. So it was kind of in our playoff run, and we also had an injury or two, so that's what we did.
CJ, how'd you handle dealing with that?
What'd you say?
How'd you handle dealing with going from being a starter to being a bench player?
I just had to do what was best for the team. I felt that if I was getting the same amount of minutes, it didn't really matter if I started or not.
What were you thinking going to the line there with 11.3 left?
I was just thinking I had to hit him. Like, we practice all the time, so it was like, just do what we do in practice and I have to execute and make the shots. And I did, so that's good.
Mike, can you compare this team with the one that won 4 years ago?
I don't think it kind of reminded me of that. The now is always now. There's been a whole lot of play and there's been a whole lot of games. Nothing's greater than now to me. And I think the older you get, the more important now is. So it's about now for us.
Same question, Dikymbe.
Compare the two? You said how do you compare the two? Comparing, I don't really do it as much of. It's just the same kind of practice routines, the same methods we used to win, the same preparation. So we just made sure we were ready for this game, just as we did freshman year. But it's sort of the same great experience.
Is it different as a senior?
Yeah, because it's your last year. Freshman year, of course you still want to win just as bad, but you're going to have more opportunities if you play well in playoffs. So now it's the last time I'm going to be in this arena, so I want to make it count.
At the end of the third quarter, you limped off and then didn't start the fourth.
My knee kind of landed on someone's shoe, which kind of twisted my ankle on my knee in the wrong direction. But like I said, it's the last time playing in this building, so I couldn't sit out. I couldn't allow myself to go.
How you feel now?
It's sore now that the adrenaline's wearing off, but I have ice on it, so I can't feel it.
Christian, you talk about some of the plays that you made there in the second half and late.
My team just put me in a great position to score. All credit to them. They got me the ball in the right spots and I executed.
By shooting and having it bounce high so you can jump up and slam it down.
That's planned.
And Deshaun, you made an acrobatic play to get the ball to Christian inside, I believe, late. Was it Christian or CJ?
CJ.
Can you tell me about that play?
Someone, I don't remember who threw it up to me, but usually when I get the ball up on the break, I'm looking to attack the rim. And I looked to do that, and the whole defense came at me. And I saw CJ out the corner of my eye, and I just did everything I had to do to get it to him. I knew he was going to make it.
What was the emotion like for you guys, your players, in this game and as it was going on?
I mean, everybody would love to come up here and say that they weren't nervous at all. But I think everybody on the team, everybody on this team, everybody on their team, there's definitely some nerves involved. So you just come out, you see the giant arena, you see fans, everybody, and you just realize how big of a moment it is and how big of a moment it is in your life. And this is definitely the biggest game I've ever played in my life. And I'm sure that my teammates will feel the same way. So my emotions, I don't really remember.
Christian, could you address that?
I'm emotional. Happy, angry, sad. So I was emotional. The bus ride here the night before when I was sleeping on, it was just, it's cool though. I love it. I don't know what to say right
CJ?
Man, I'm just glad that we won. That's what we came here to do. That we won, so I'm real happy right now.
I mean, as Deshaun said, it's a lot of emotion. For me, just being around the North program, from watching my sister, to being here as a freshman, to getting back here, just all those long nights of just working for this moment. And not just me, all of my teammates. So it's definitely a special moment to be here.
Coach Bartee.
Yes, sir.
I know you said now is now, but considering the number of years you've done this, how difficult it is to get this done, are there some special feelings that you have today after accomplishing this again?
Yeah, probably. I'm just like anybody else. You want to do the best that you can, and probably for me at this stage of my career, probably the most important thing is that you can use things like this to teach life lessons for kids to make them better men later on. And that's probably what's really important, because you can win. You can win every game you play, but probably, and this was a big moment. Don't think it wasn't. But probably as big a moment will be when one of these guys on stage comes back and says, "Coach, remember that day when I said those bad things to you? I thank you for being like you were." And those days happen. So I hope that we can use this as a springboard to help change lives or enhance some lives down the road.
Anything else, gentlemen? All right, thanks, guys. You can take all